So we're gonna come here and get a load. Hopefully it's a good load. I did unlock a number of skills, so I'm hoping it's one of the new ones that I got. Hopefully it is. What is it? Yep. Okay. I'll take this one. It's the easiest one to get back to where I want to go, so shouldn't be too hard to hook up to this one. We're just gonna have to, yeah, zoom out a little bit, just a little bit, just because I can't really see, you know, where it is exactly. I mean, I don't really care, but some people like the outdoor camera. I'm just trying to do it. Oh, this up should. Might need to readjust when we get to it, but that's okay. We can readjust. We got some. Yeah, we'll just have to do, yeah, readjust. So it's under there and get a good bite. So. Right there should be a good one. At least the pin dropped, so that's good. Everything should be good as far as I'm concerned. Let's pull forward just a little bit here. Turn on our lights, make sure our blinkers work. It's good enough. The lights work, so now we're just gonna try to swing out of here. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is kind of just go all the way over here as far as I can, and then just swing it wide. Not super wide or anything, because you got a, you know, the lighting pipe right in the way, or support for a pipe. So you're gonna have to swing wide, make sure you go straight, and straight through front, and then you're good to go. Once you're getting up on the highway, you know, just try to regain the highway speed, you know. That should work pretty good, though. I mean, we're here. Get out here on the main. But we're gonna maybe have to reset our clock, so we're gonna have to go all the way back up and come back. So I'm gonna do all that off camera. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we got turned around and went up the highway a while and then had to turn around, so figured I'd just do that off camera because it's just a lot of driving up and then going off another exit and come back around. So I mean, it's just easier just to cut that out. Alright, so we're kind of going to be in a good position now with our clock being reset and plus it being night. So which means there shouldn't be as many, you know, trucks on the road or cars or anything. And I think that's going to be a good thing because not with a lot of traffic not being out on the road except for, you know, very, you know, light traffic. I mean, besides trucks, that's pretty okay because you will never have, like, it'll get congested like in the morning time rush and that, but right now, if we can just get out of this town and just kind of, you know, get a little bit further up ahead, I think we should be okay. As far as that's concerned, I think I gotta get off here. Do I not? No? Okay. I wasn't sure. GPS sure was not, you know, it wasn't very clear for me to understand that, but it's like once you get up right up on it, you know, whether you're gonna make a turn or not, you know, then it's like more clear, at least a little bit for me. But it's okay, other than that. Nope, we just get to stick out here with this other truck. I know it looks like I'm like overspeeding, which I am a little bit, but it is, I assure you, the only reason it's doing that is because I'm going up and down hills. So should be fine other than that. As long as we just make sure that we go steady highway speeds, you know, I think we'll be alright, you know. That's the only problem that I have now is just making sure we stay steady highway speeds. But once we get up to speed and it's nice and steady and straight, we'll be alright. So, we pretty much just got this truck beside us, which is okay. It's gonna take us some hours to get to where we gotta go, but it was really this or nothing that was like paying at least somewhat decent to get out of where we're at, so this is why I'm taking this one. I'm just gonna get over here in this lane. Unless it's like, I don't know if it's a turn only lane for the rest stop or what, but I don't think that it is, but I could be wrong. Worst case scenario, it might be. We'll see if I can get. Might be some room. Yeah, there's some room out there for me. I wasn't sure, like. See, on the map, it doesn't. Like when you're back there and it just shows like the red, it doesn't show you what that lane goes to sometimes. And I wish it did, but it just doesn't. So, that's pretty much the easiest thing I got to do is just hopefully keep it as straight as I can and just keep highway speeds going and find another load going back, you know. I'm trying to go to like different places, so at least if I'm in the same state, that's fine, but I try to go a little bit further than, you know, I want to sometimes, but if not, and there ain't nothing moving, then we just pick whatever is going to a nearby town. If we wanted to, you know, get that town on, you know, basically where we can actually see what type of cargo they got, that would be the best way to do it, I guess. And I don't know of any other good ways other than that, so hopefully that all works out. Okay, so that should have fixed everything. You know, it's just, it gets lonely driving on these roads. It really, really does. So I'm hoping we can do is we can drive, you know, as much as we want to, right? Like, we have the ability to make that happen, but it's like, why, you know? So I'm hoping that, you know, everything goes well on the rest of this run, because it's certainly been a hassle getting around certain places, at least for fuel consumption, so I might have to start investing in, like, hopefully some economy fuel, or fuel economy in the game, like, as you can get as a skill. I think I'm gonna have to honestly go for that, because I've been burning a heck of a lot of fuel out of this truck. And I think a lot of it that I've been burning out of this truck, I think, is just due to the fact that hill climbing is especially hard in this truck. And I think what it is it just sucks it all out, because, you know, it's struggling so hard to go up hills and stuff, you know. Like, when you go on the, you know, interstate and you go to, you know, your overpasses and all that, that's where it's struggling going up those sometimes. So I think what I'll have to do is definitely do an engine upgrade, transmission upgrade. Both of those maybe in unison might help. I don't know how well it's gonna help, but I know it should theoretically help. So if it's gonna help me, you know, make a little bit more cash and stop spending all my cash on fuel. Because, like, all I've done is stop at every gas station, but, you know. And our clock's looking good, so we can still make it. So, yeah, and it's still gonna take us some hours to get to where I gotta go with this load, but still, you know, even at that, it's like, you're gonna burn X amount of fuel between here and there, so I hope I don't burn a whole bunch. You know, basically I don't want to leave this truck empty, so that when I come back, hopefully I don't have an empty truck. But, you know, some days it ain't gonna matter, because you're gonna have to go wherever you gotta go, and what's gonna have to happen. So, like, I'm hoping that it does go well. At least for this trailer, because this trailer's a little bit longer than what I'm used to hauling. These trailers are. I've dealt with, you know, your dry vans and all that. I've done those, you know, in this game for a while, but when it comes to actually owning these, you know, now, with this update, you know, where you can buy them and own them, that's going to be a whole different thing I'm going to have to get used to. So, I mean, that, you know, kind of is what it is. I guess I'll just have to get used to hauling them, but they're just a little bit longer than, you know, your box truck, dry van, whatever you want to call it. Because they are kind of like a box truck in a way, if you think about it. But yeah, it's struggling to even get up here a little bit, so I'm gonna have to shift down. Hopefully hold some of the higher RPM out, and then hopefully not ruin the truck in the process, but there's nothing else I can do right now, so. Upgrades probably at the tail end, I hope, of this run. I'll stop and I'll do that off camera, where, you know, I'll upgrade the motor and trans so it's ready for the next time, and, you know, you won't have to worry about it. But yeah, I don't know what the heck this guy is doing. Like, I have really nowhere to, like, I can't really pull out, and I can't really stop, so I don't know what to do. But it's like, I was going up there to, if I didn't have to stop for him, I would have made it up this hill, no problem. So, you know, that's what kind of killed my momentum right there. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do, you know. So I think with those two, you know, engine and transmission being changed to better versions, should help. To be honest, it will help. How much is it going to help? I don't know, but it should help a little bit. At least enough to where it's not struggling every time I try to go up these hills. Like, especially this one, it's struggling pretty hard. Like, once you start getting to the top of them, like, it just goes chug, chug, you know, so that's the only reason I want to change those out for better versions. So that sounds like something that I'll do pretty soon. Alright, there we go. Once we get this thing locked in the speed, it should be fine. And then it will overspeed because now we gotta, after going up the hill, we go down the hill. So, I mean, there's not much I can do about that. You know, downshifting ain't gonna help it. So I don't, you know, I've got it set to keep within a certain tolerance, so it should. Okay. So there we go. But yeah, it'll be done, and then get done moving all the stuff around, and hopefully I can get a good load coming back to where I'm going to be making at least a little bit of decent money on the way back. So, or, you know, even if there's just like a small little local job, I'll take that, you know, just because. Alright, so get this finished up. Shouldn't take it too much longer anyway. Definitely ain't gonna take a few more probably minutes to get where I gotta go, but I know that's probably, you know, it's just a struggle of getting up the hill to down, you know, down the hill is fine, it's going up the hills that are the problem. So I think honestly the only way to solve that problem would be to change the motor out, change the transmission out, see what else, you know, we can do. They got a better version of the transmission that I have now, but, you know, somewhat set up nicely for, you know, just hill terrain climbing, then I would gladly take that. but I don't think that they do. I could be wrong, but I think they might, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Even if I have to add a couple extra years, I'm fine with that too. But we're just gonna have to wait and see what we can do so that I can get that done. Alright, so we got pretty much, I'd say a little bit more than probably 50, 60 miles, maybe, hopefully. If that, it might be a little bit longer than that, but that's what it feels like, you know. You're getting them like last, you know, miles. You know, let's say, you know, it's 50, 60 miles or less. You start going, okay, I'm almost there. As long as nothing happens, yeah, we'll be there pretty soon and get this off our truck. You know, drop this trailer off. And then, yeah, we might buy our own trailer. I'm not exactly sure if we want to do that right away. But that could be an option, you know. We could take a loan after we pay this truck off. And then everything like that would be, you know, there wouldn't be as much stuff to pay it. But what I would do is just pay this truck back first, so that the truck is paid back, then maybe go get a trailer. Worst case, we get a dry van for now. You know, it could be a short little dry van. It ain't gonna matter too much right now when we're starting out. And then we'll just be a, you know, one truck, one trailer operation. And I think that's probably the best way to go. Some days, I think it's the best way to go because then you don't gotta worry about everything, you know, this, that, and the other. So I'm just thinking that's probably what we'll end up doing, is just, you know, buying our own trailer. We already got our own truck. Once this truck's paid off as much as we can, you know, then we can take a loan out, get a, you know, get a trailer, or get a loan out, pretty much build our business, get another truck, get another, you know, employee. I'm not really for that solution. I'm more for, let's, you know, get a truck, get a trailer, and we'll just run it by ourselves for a while until we can actually get, you know, employees and their own truck, you know. At least so that way, we can still move loads as we're trying to build, and then get another truck, then we'll get a driver. But I'm not really worried about that part of it right now. You know, eventually I will be, yes, but right now it's not a worry. You know, because I'm not to that point yet. But I think what I will do though, hopefully, you know, we'll get that trailer at some point after we get our engine and transmission upgrades. Then we'll be pretty okay shape, I guess. You know. Because then, you know, the transmission will be good, the engine will be better, you know, you won't have as much stuff to go wrong when you're trying to go up hills. Like, I don't know, like, I just honestly think that better transmission, better engine for now, then, you know, keep paying off the truck until it gets low enough to where I can take a loan, you know, another loan if we have to get a trailer. But I think that loan for the trailer will be smaller than what I need for the truck right now. And that's what I'm going to aim for. But I'm not, like I say, to that point where I want to go out and buy a trailer. But when we get there, I think that's going to be another thing, is we could own our own trailer. You know, then just truck the cargo that we want to move. If we want to move a certain cargo, we can move a certain cargo, you know. I hope we can do that, but I don't know. Anyway, I think once we get up here, get this off, I might search for another load going back, or see how far away I am from getting an engine and transmission upgrade. I'm not sure which one I want to do first. I mean, I could upgrade the motor, transmission, and then just, you know, make some more money, keep paying this truck off. We'll have to see what our options are, because there is probably an option where we could probably get a trailer and then have an employee, and then us use the truck and trailer that I have, and then just buy the employee another, you know, cheap truck, and then call it a day. That is an option. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but it's an option. I guess it would work in theory. But yeah, we're getting pretty close to dropping this off, so I hope we get enough money maybe for some upgrades. Again, I'm gonna do all the upgrades off camera so that, you know, I don't have to bore anybody, because it's gonna take me a while to figure out what I want to exactly do here. And I think that's probably the best way to go, is do the upgrades, see what's left. But yeah, I don't know where we're exactly delivering to. Might be a gas station, might not be. But what's on it makes sense if we're going to a gas station, because it would be a half drop off, but I don't think it is. Yeah, it might be. I mean, you know, it'd be like a front of a. Sometimes they do like drop offs in the front of buildings, and then they have people come and move them. But, you know, sometimes they have you go to like weird places, like gasoline goes to the gas station or whatever, which is fine, because I would take that run any day of the week. But, you know, it is what it is. It looks like we did pretty good. Put some fuel economy, maybe. Probably be a good idea at some point, wouldn't it? We'll just put it in flammable either way. But I will see you on the next one.